everyone, Maci here. Now it's been a while since I've had a video like this, and since then I've had a change in layout and equipment, so I thought, what the heck. As a disclaimer, I'm not implying that you need to own all of this equipment or film a certain way or edit a certain way in order to create video content. I'm simply informing you of how I currently do things. Especially for someone who is first starting out, I wouldn't recommend buying all of your equipment at once. I suggest using equipment that you already have. For example, for me, when I first started out on YouTube, I used to film with my iPhone, and I even used one of those laundry clothing racks as a tripod. So with that said and done, let's get right into it. First off, what equipment do I use? Obviously, I need a camera, so I'm currently using the Canon Rebel T5i. And I got this a long time ago. I think it was like 2015. And at the time it was on sale at Costco. Like there was like some sort of bundle where it came with the camera body, the kit lens, which was 18 to 55 millimeters, or a camera carrier. There was another lens, I think it's 35 to 255 millimeters, camera battery, camera charger, and a 32 gigabyte memory card for about $1,000. So that's really good in terms of a sort of kit that just has everything and you can just start filming. In terms of choosing what kind of camera you want, I highly suggest researching. There are a lot of YouTube videos that compare different kinds of cameras. And although I am a very loyal customer of Canon, please sponsor me. Now that I am also a videographer for my campus's associated students, I've also used Sony cameras and those are really good quality too. So now I'm pretty conflicted as to which camera I would want to buy, because I am also looking into investing in a new camera, and I have looked into the Canon Mark II series, I believe that's what it's called. But I am not in that state of having to buy a new camera. I can't afford it right now, but currently this camera is really great, so. Next up, more importantly, depending on the situation, is my lens. So I'm currently using the Canon 24mm f-stop 1.8 lens. It is commonly called the pancake lens because it's very thin, as you can see. Now this lens is really affordable, especially for those of you starting out and you want to upgrade your lens from the kit lens. This is about $100, so it really isn't that bad considering how a lot of great quality lenses can go up to the thousands or multiple hundreds of dollars. Now I won't get too technical on this, but this is a prime lens, and what makes it a prime lens is that it's static. Because it's only 24mm and it's not a range, I can't zoom in or zoom out. Personally, I find this one to be a great alternative to the next lens that I will be talking about, which is the Canon 50mm f-stop 1.8 lens, most commonly known as the Nifty 50. This one is a little bit more expensive, but it does offer a better depth of field. Better being a term that obviously depends on the person, but I find that this one is easier to really create that really blurry background, and I love that. But with that problem, since it is 50mm, you would have to put the camera farther back. Like right now, the 24mm, it's about 2 feet in front of me, so at least I can put on an external mic and it can still turn on and turn off the camera just from where I'm sitting, so I don't mess with the focus. Compared to a 50mm, which would mean I think I'd have to have it like 3 feet away from me, so then I'd have to get up, turn it on, turn it off, and then I might not even remember where my mark was, and then I might be sitting somewhere else, and then now there's a discrepancy in how my videos look, and then it's a mess. As for my lighting, I am starting to use the Neewer 16-inch LED ring light kit, and this is a sponsored video. So what's great about this ring light is that you can adjust everything, whether it's the brightness or the temperature, all on your phone through the Neewer app. Even if this video is sponsored, I have been a fan of Neewer for a while now. Some of the products that I have used in the past are Neewer products, like the reflectors, their stabilizers, and their tripods, and they're also very affordable, especially for those of you who are just starting out, but they're also good quality in that you know it will last you for years. Again, if you are a beginner and you don't have a tripod but you do want a ring light, because where you film isn't very well lit. This is perfect because it could also double as a tripod since you can put your camera or your phone on the ring light. So if you're interested in purchasing your own Neewer ring light, I will have an affiliate link down below, and this would also help to support this channel. And basically all of the equipment that I have mentioned previously will also be in the description box. As for my tripod, the first few years of creating YouTube videos, I used to use, again, like a laundry stand. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like where you can put, it's like a laundry, not a hamper, but anyway, I used that, and then afterwards my mom found her tripod that she used to own. I used that, don't remember the brand. Since that one broke, I decided to invest in a Manfrotto tripod. Don't remember the technical name for it, but I did purchase the most affordable one, and this one was about $50. Next up is my microphone, and I'm currently using the Rode Mic Pro Plus, and I'm not sure how much this one is. I actually did not buy it. I'm borrowing it from my campus's library. Now, what I really enjoy about the Rode Mic Pro Plus versus the Rode Mic Pro is that as long as you have the external microphone attached to your camera and it's just rolling, it will automatically turn it on for you. If you're starting out, I wouldn't recommend purchasing an external microphone yet. Before, I actually used to use my phone on the Voice Notes app, and that one is also very helpful. Quality is still great. The only problem is that you need to synchronize that with your camera because I just manually had to synchronize it in post. So if you're doing that, make sure you clap so that you can see a clear spike level, and then just synchronize it in post, and then yeah. Going into how I create a script, sometimes I use my iPad to act as a sort of teleprompter, but right now I'm using my laptop. See, like my script is all on here. And I do that just for notes. Before I used to use a notebook, but then I realized it's an extra weight for me to carry, and then what if I have ideas on the go? I'd rather not do that. So instead I just use Google Docs, so at least it's synchronized to all of my devices, and then I can just work from anywhere to write out my script. So how I film my videos. Beforehand, I try to prep a script, as I noted before, usually on Google Docs, just so I can access it either on my laptop or on my iPad. I also like to set up my background with pillows. I got these throw pillows from Target, and before, if you look at my past videos, I did have a sort of setup with like a desk and other stuff, but I got rid of the desk. I don't have that in my room, which you may know if you watched my room transformation video. Plus, I just don't really have the time and efforts or the props to have a proper background setup as other people have, and like this is simple, it's easy to do, so why not? Also, when I'm setting up the camera, even though it is capable of doing autofocus, I personally like to manually focus mine just because the autofocus on both of my lenses, but mostly this 24mm lens, can be a little bit noisy. And sometimes it just doesn't know to focus on me, and maybe there are settings within this camera to have it focus on me, but I just don't know that and I haven't had the time to learn it. So I just manually focus my lenses. Usually I just kind of wing it, or sometimes I don't really own any stuffed toys, but if you have anything that's big or like a big pillow, I kind of hold onto it and then I'll just like manually focus it until I look at the screen and then kind of see, is it focusing on whatever I'm holding? And I also make sure that whatever I'm holding is going to be seated, not seated, but it's going to be where I will be seated, just so I can make sure it's focused. Also, for my filming setup, this is what it looks like. I usually have my camera a couple feet in front of me on my tripod, so, sort of at like eye level, and right behind it I would have the ring light, just so it's not too overbearing, since I do also have natural light on my side, but this is just so there's also a little bit extra light. And then I just make sure that all of my mess in my room is out of the frame so it also looks neat. So that is it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed it and found it helpful. And subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button down below. And be sure to turn on my notifications by clicking on that bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. See you all next time!